Perua from the Hayes camp.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a tough ask, I reckon, from the gate. It's drawn very wide. It's a horse if it put in its absolute best, it would be a chance, but it's 8th up. It's drawn awkwardly. I just thought there was a few that you'd have to put in front of Perua.
Should apologise to Tom too, he hasn't gone yet, so from the Lindsay Park team. What about 2 Ecumenical?
Ecumenical's a hard one. Best, yeah, should be competitive. On last start, she'll be back half of the field. They did mention that she probably didn't like being inside around horses. Well, the blinker's back on, she's drawn 2. If she bounces to the front and leads, then maybe she can run to her best, but very good chance a few horses, Flying Mascot and co, that begin well cross her and she's suddenly in behind horses. Market doesn't want to know about her. She's getting out towards that $23 quote.
The 3 is Shojiki.
Sort of a bit of a fresh 42 days between runs. Instead of a trial at Morphettville was fair. Look, I think it's got a fair bit to do to win. It's $23. I've got to mark longer than that. Even the trial, I thought it was okay, but they've got a pretty good one to beat here.
Second favourite and your second selection for Cyrilio Miss.
Yeah, I think she's a nice horse, and I watched her sort of cantering off towards the gates, and she looks strong, and she looks like she's got a bit to offer. First up run very good, second up run good. Tourneur takes the ride here, map's okay. It's definitely got another level in at this horse, this filly, and I think she's an each way hope.
5 Taichi Goddess.
Probably has to control the speed, maybe even lead to win, and it's drawn gate 1, but another one I think will probably get crossed, maybe over a bit more ground. It will be better suited.
6 Flying Mascot, it's going to be up there on the speed.
Yeah, what a good little record. It's got 4 starts, 2 wins, 2 placings. Form's been around, sort of a couple of chances here. Wasn't bad behind Captain Spud last start, had its chance, but made its own luck. It'll probably find the rail first, I'd imagine, and it's a top 3 for hope.
The unbeaten Frankel filly, number 7 Steinem, of course, Frankel side, the winner of the Oaks in Sydney today, Hungry Heart.
He's got another good one here, I reckon, in Steinem. I'm keen to see what she can do. It's not the easiest, I don't reckon, to sort of come out 4, 5, 6 wide, turning and round them up, but I think she's good enough to do it. She's a potential Group 1 horse, I think, so we'll see if she can take the next step here.
All of these runners below her at a big price. 9 Wanaliri.
Yeah, hit the line well, both its last 2 runs. It's had a bit of a freshen up and was at 1400 in the Group 2 at Caulfield and was forward and plain. But then dropped right back to 1200 at Warrnambool, hit the line quite well, was slow away. And the Valley last start got home quite well in a pretty moderate form race. Chica Fuerte won it. It failed its next start.
10 Star of Eden with the blinkers going on.
It can improve, obviously. 1400 first up did enough to win. It wasn't a strong race, but won at a short quote. Second up, yes. Up in trip, yes. Blinkers, yes. But would have to find 4 or 5 lengths to win.
11 Miss Gobcane.
Had a charm run, I thought, at Pakenham, sort of behind them on the fence. It was a fast run race. They got off, it railed and got the job done. Much harder here, I'd be surprised.
Gunmetal Girl comfortably beaten by Steinem last start.
Yeah, it was. It's hard to see how it can turn the table. It drops in weight 5.5 kilos. Steinem drops 4.5, but with the kilo made a difference last start, I'd suggest not.
13 Divine Diosa as they start to load them.
Third up, so it's going to be somewhere near peak fitness. First up run was behind Cyrilio Miss. Sort of snagged early from a wide gate and plugged along. Last start snagged again early. Best work was probably late. Get a good gate today, gate 4, so they may not want to snag. They might use the gate and settle a bit closer. 15 Pitchinun for Danny O'Brien. It's hard with these races. You get a lot of these improving types. So this horse won really impressively in a maiden at Pakenham, and if you're watching it, you probably half black book and think, slow pace, but really hit the line well. They come into a race like this, and it's hard. It's sink or swim for a lot of them, and Pitchinun, well, she's got a chance of swimming.
For the McAvoy's 16 Spectacle, she's a maiden, but she's showing good promise.
She's a big, beautiful filly to look at as well. Teofilo filly, look, she's progressed nicely this prep, so look, she can run another nice race. Not going to tip her, but not knocking her.
Raise the colours, number 17 for Paul Prushka.
He's going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat with the blinkers on. He's done it in the past in big races, so we'll see what she can do with the blinkers. But failing the blinkers, improving her, you couldn't have her in front of a horse like Wanaliri that went straight past it at the Valley.
And a big odds 20 by Archie. I'm a fan of by Archie, as you know. Had massive odds. What can it do in this?
I actually backed Archie in the earlier race. It was a 4th emergency here, so I had something on it in the mile race, but it was scratched. I thought it could win that. This race, shot the stumps. It's been sort of ticking along without being really exposed. The 2 runs this time in. 3 runs this time in, but not convinced it can win.
You're expecting the favourite to win, though?
Yeah, I'm expecting it to win, and I hope for the sake of everyone on course, we get to see a really good horse that can go on and win bigger races than this.
Well, we're getting close to a start, so this is the lead up to the Oaks in a fortnight. Let's join Brent.
Into 16, so she's drawn the outside here, the favourite. Race 7, Group 3. Auraria Stakes for the 3-year-old fillies. They're often racing in a perfect line from the gates. Ecumenical finding some speed early, Star of Eden, and also driving forward is Flying Mascot. Show Jicky Wider out with Gunmetal Girl and then Cirileo Miss. They sort out their order early and Star of Eden takes it up, but he's going to get some company from Show Jicky, who's the deepest, and Gunmetal Girl now eases back to let that pair fight it out. Cirileo Miss is running 5th but deep on the outside of Ecumenical, then Flying Mascot. Raise the Colours is next but wide, followed by Tai Chi Goddess, and then came Pitchanan from Perua, who's 3 deep. They're trailed then by Miss Gobkane, Divine Dioza, Wanaliri. Back towards the tail is Biarchi with Spectacle, and Steinem, the favourite, is watching everything unfold. 12 lengths from the speed as they run to the 900 in the Auraria Stakes. And the leader now, Show Jicky, strides 3/4 of a length in front. From in second position, Cirileo Miss. Third, Star of Eden. Raise the Colours 4th, then Gunmetal Girl, Perua, Ecumenical, Flying Mascot, Divine Dioza. The next one, Pitchanan as they quicken up front, followed by Tai Chi Goddess, and then Miss Gobkane. Steinem's getting onto her back from Biarchi. Then Wanaliri, one of the last as they sweep up to the bend with Spectacle. Things are getting fair dinkum now, and it's Show Jicky spreading up as they turn for home, but Cirileo Miss lays down the law and takes over. Cirileo Miss from Star of Eden. Perua now, Steinem unmerging down the outside. Perua is after Cirileo Miss. Ecumenical's got through. Steinem still building wider out. Tai Chi Goddess with a run. Tai Chi Goddess after Cirileo Miss and Steinem wider out. Steinem with Tai Chi Goddess. Ecumenical. Tai Chi Goddess won it. Tai Chi Goddess from Ecumenical, Steinem or Cirileo Miss for third. Then a gap to Gunmetal Girl, Perua, Flying Mascot, Divine Dioza, Star of Eden. They're followed by Pitchanan and then Miss Gobkane, Show Jicky, Spectacle, Biarchi and Wanaliri.
We're not far away from the Wood End Cup. Just quickly here, it's 5, 2, 4 and 7, so it's a knockout result for Trent Busuttin and Natalie Young. Just quickly, James, and then we'll go to Matt.
Favourite disappointing, I thought. They went quick enough and sort of loomed top of the straights, didn't let down like it did last start on the firm track at Caulfield. Not sure if it was at her best, but she was a bit disappointing. The winner was good and probably gets better with a bit more ground. Ecumenical, blinkers on, it was much better. Cirileo Miss tried to pinch it, but couldn't hold them off late. But a good race, busy, probably 15 across the track around the home turn. So a good little race.
All right, they're getting set for the Wood End Cup. We might go straight to